Oh, I'm listening to the one for Kit Daniels.
Oh, see, Kit Daniels, I felt
I
bad for.
Yes, and that's what the guy who was deposing him was saying because the lawyer came on in the beginning. But I'm really excited because it's gonna be good. But I mean, it's 3 hours long, and literally they haven't even started the deposition, and I'm an hour and 7 minutes into it. So
Nice.
it's really interesting to get this perspective though. It helps understand so I
Mhm.
can understand stuff. But
It does help.
mhm. I mean, I'm looking forward to when the actual like trial and stuff happens.
Well,
Like,
he's not getting a trial.
well, I thought they were gonna do something because I thought it was. I mean, I know that they lost
They
by default.
they were gonna do something, but because of all the shit he tried pulling during the whole thing,
Tree,
they just said no.
Yeah.
Tree, you might want to pull this offline before we
Well,
start.
well, we don't have to. We
Okay. Just getting a list of things for you guys for potential situations, and we should be well on our way. Okay.
What makes you think we're going to get involved with those potential situations?
Well, the chances of you guys getting into potential situations are quite high because you guys love to make yourself available for potential situations.
Well,
Some of
when
us
you
more
have
than
something you're
others.
good at.
Some of us more than others. I'll just say that.
Mm-hmm.
Glares at certain people in this room.
Hey, at least I'm not doing that. At least I'm not a part of it.
You're one of the people that I'm glaring at, though.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm not there to cause problems.
Am I
Hey.
one of the people that you're glaring at? I just need to know, clarification-wise.
Oh no, I'm.
Typically it's John and I.
Yeah.
Hey, currently our DM is the architect of our demise, so
That's true.
not gonna worry about it.
in multiple campaigns.
That's true.
That is fair, yeah.
Hey, if you guys want to get started, I'll be right back. I gotta go
Oh
do some eye
my
drops for my son.
God. Okay.
All right. Well, waiting for him to
Well,
get
like I
back.
said, no, don't wait for me. Just get started. Do this. Let's do it.
You don't want to hear the entry, the beginning?
It's my punishment for having children. Go.
Press the button, Alex.
All right. All right. So, from the top. Almost missed me, did you not? It's all right, my friend. I had the innkeeper move these chairs towards the window. I know the fire keeps us comfortably warm, but with the spring around the corner, I thought it best to enjoy these fine ales glancing upon the open sky. Perhaps with a full moon. Hmm? But that's for later. For tonight, settle into the warmth and mm, cozy chair. Yes. Feels good to rest the bones, hmm? I know it does well for the body. Mm. But now, where were we? Ah, yes, that's right. The rain, the pouring rain, absolutely soaking our dear party until they were, well, soaked to the bone. With some quick thinking and some inquisitive parts of the group, a quick cover was lashed together to protect from the sheets of heavenly water. That colorful fellow recognized the area to be a common respite overnight for his people. But it seems that safety was not in the cards for this evening. Bursting from the ground, their bodies ravaged by time and maggots. Ooh. It was almost too much. They crawled and bit at our dear players, backing a few of them into a corner, if I recall. But alas, our favorite characters came out victorious. My, I even recall you shouting when the final blow was had. But soon enough, the Lord of the Night paid them a visit. Oh, yes, the umbrella being toted out by a servant to keep his master dry, giving such applause for a delightful show. One might agree, wouldn't you say? Well, at least it was a show with both entertainment but purpose. It seems that Valakai, our dear adventurer's destination, is having a festival. He wanted to relay to the Burgenmaster to have a most wonderful time. And so, as the rain subsides, the sky turns towards day. The cold morning mist hangs to the ground, and we find our brave souls huddled near the remains of their fire for warmth. You all find yourselves huddling near the remains of the fire for warmth. Uh, Chuffy, you are
Are we
feeling.
still at the? Sorry, are we still at the place like the ruins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. You manage to get the zombies kind of away and in a pile away from the group, so the stench of decay might be kind of subsided away with the wind. The rain petered out near the morning light, or what would go for morning light in this place, and the fire stayed dry throughout the evening, so that was a good thing. It keeps it keeps you able to stay fairly warm throughout the evening, or throughout the morning, I should say, and allows for you to wake up, for those that got some sleep, fairly well rested. For those that did not get much sleep, you are tired, except for Chuffy, who is extremely well rested. Now, Chuffy, I am gonna have you do a bit of a roll here. I'm gonna have you. You know what? You slept a full amount of 8 hours, and you had absolutely wonderful and realistic dreams. I mean, floating on clouds of gold kind of things. You just had the most beautiful time. You notice nothing wrong as you awake, and you are stretching and finding your way into the waking world as everyone looks a little bedraggled and tired. Irina, her face has mud and has some matted hair across it from being wet. You stayed fairly dry overnight, but that is the situation in which you find yourselves this morning.
Remind me again. I recall last session someone else was supposed to be asleep, but we forgot about that.
Me.
Yes, Luca. Luca was supposed to be asleep.
Are we retrofitting that?
No,
Okay.
no, not for this one. So I will have
I get double sleep next time.
he'll get
16
slammed.
hours.
He's gonna have another punishment of some sort.
Yeah. So we're not retrofitting that, but we are just stating that'll be coming up eventually. So
Okay.
I'm gonna
Um,
pull out my wineskin and start taking a little bit of a drinky drink.
a little bit of a drinky drink, all right.
Welcome.
For those of you who did not get a full 8 hours of sleep, which I believe is everyone but Chuffy, if I'm not mistaken. Well, so everybody has gotten at least 6 hours of sleep, I believe.
So Adam and Blade are fine then.
Yeah.
Woo!
Everybody else, roll me a Constitution save. Constitution roll. Is there
Constitution
Yes,
save
yes,
or roll?
that is a
Wow.
real thing.
Give me a save. Give me a save. It's one of those like you jump around.
We're doing
Woo!
a
I'm
save.
starting off strong, baby.
11.
Yeah, give me a save. Okay. All of you managed to just, you know, nothing good and strong cup of coffee couldn't fix kind of mentality. So you are fairly well able to handle what would be coming from the day. With
You
relative.
don't know what I can handle.
So, but you managed to just kind of bleary eyed, rub your eyes, and have gotten enough rest where you feel that you could go on with the day. Irina pulls out of her pack a cooking pan, a small cooking pan, and she begins to kind of root around in her pack to try and she produces a small package of wrapped sausages. There's about 8 or 10 of them inside that she manages to pull out of this wax paper, and or I guess it would be a parchment kind of oiled paper, and she manages to pull out about 8 or 10 of these things, and has the pan warming on the coals of the fire.
Quick question.
Mhm.
Does she have that cooking background that gives us buffs when we eat her food?
I don't know. Have you asked her?
Eat and find out.
Well, yeah. I'll ask her. Do you have that background that gives us buffs?
Are
when we
you
eat?
good
my
at cooking?
gosh.
Does it
They're
give you a
literally-
+1 to
there-
your AC and
There
stamina?
is actually a background that does this. I built a character around it. Never got the chance to use it.
Well,
You just have to think of a way
It's
to ask the question like in character.
yeah.
How amazing is your cooking?
Now walk me through how good your cooking is.
Does it really put a pep in your step?
Would you say that I might be healed? Oh, put a number on it by like 1 to a 10 scale. What do you say?
Would it allow me to do another attack within a 6-second span? Could you just
Yeah,
tell me that?
could you just roll me through that as an option?
make me a sandwich.
But she manages to start cooking. The sizzle of sausage becomes alive in your nostrils, and the sounds. It sounds like home. It sounds like hearth and home. Something a little bit comforting in these very chilly and cold
Damp
mornings.
days.
Yeah, damp days.
Hey, since we did finish our rest, can we do our long rest or short rest? Are we doing?
Everyone can take a long rest.
That's what I figured.
We're gonna be so refreshed.
So, is anyone else doing anything while these sausages are cooking?
Like I said, I'll take a wine. I'll take a wine sack out. Do we have a map of the area by chance, or
I
Um,
believe we had a rudimentary one that looks little bit like what we have here.
yeah, essentially you have this small map here.
Well, once
And
I
it
get up,
fills
I'm
in as
gonna.
we walk.
I can't see because it says game paused.
The map is what you see in
You
front
can
of
still
you, sir.
see.
Oh, okay. I thought that the map changed, and
No,
I was not looking.
the
It was
map.
looking.
You see here.
The map that's a map on the screen is the map.
Behold,
The
map.
map.
It's a map.
I'm a map.
Don't you start.
Well, I'm gonna walk around the
gonna
camp
murder you.
as they're making breakfast, and I'm gonna just look around, and I'm gonna check, and I'll, kind of walk the perimeter like I did the night before, and just, I don't know, go check out the pile of dead corpses that we put somewhere, and make sure nothing's twitching.
Okay. You
Except you.
roll me a
Mhm.
perception check as you begin your grisly task.
17, not terrible.
Yep, you don't see any movement on any of these zombies. In the dim light, you can tell that they are still juicy, for a better term. Uh, sinew and skin hanging off of them, but they're old enough where you are kind of surprised that they held up as well as they did. You managed to see where the two persons that walked into camp were last night, and follow their footsteps back, and they walk off into the distance a bit as you begin to track them in the mud and muck of this kind of ruined area, and you lose them in a patch of taller grass.
Nice. And is there any bodies of water near where we are?
Um,
Like a stream, a creek, a river, anything like that?
not that you know of. Not
Okay.
immediately about you. Let me verify that just to make sure.
How
Well,
how close are the zombies to our camp?
Well, within 50 feet, 60 feet.
Okay, so I would notice them when I wake up.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there are not any streams near here. It's fairly hilly and quite uh, it's hilly and rolling hills and grasslands, tall grasses, the occasional field or broken down house, and forest.
yeah. I figured if I didn't know where a water source might be, I'd probably go and ask Luca. He seemed to have some knowledge of the area prior, so I figured he might be the one to ask.
Luca, you know that the closest body of water, other than the river where you guys came from, which is a ways down, is the lake north of you. It's a fairly large lake, but it is nowhere close.
Okay. Never mind. No getting water for me.
Plenty of rain. Plenty of rain that fell.
Well, I suppose if I could get some, if I could find like, I was basically just gonna look for a source of some clean drinking water, refill some water skins or something.
Roll me a survival check.
Yeah.
That 19 tip.
Well,
Yeah. Anytime you find something that might have held water, it doesn't hold enough water, or it's there's a fair amount of moss or slime that has accumulated over time on it.
oh, there's a chunk of zombie flesh in this water.
Oh dang, yeah, you find the only bucket and it's got a zombie head at the bottom. It's just so bad, you know.
Oh well, I tried. Hmm.
So, oh, Bobby will be right back, he said. All right. So over the course of the, you know, small amount of morning there, um, you all managed to get Irina hands you each a sausage, um, that is cooked and it's still very hot, but she manages to either find sticks or small amounts of silverware or some bits if you guys want to grab one. But she essentially offers these sausages to each one of you.
Irene, this is the
I'll
most
take it.
wonderful sausage. I feel like I could take an extra swing on my next attack.
God damn it.
Wow.
Thank God you kept that immersion in place. I was really concerned there for a moment.
Hmm.
Now I need to look for this. Hold on.
How old is Irina? Like, I don't know if we know, but like roughly from looking at her.
6. I'm kidding.
She's about 12 and a half. No, she's
Oh, God.
she is
Strahd's a pedo.
yeah, we already knew that. No, she's about, you'd say, late 20s, early 30s. Um Strikingly beautiful, of course, but not like, she's not super young and she's not super old. She's definitely seeming
Ageless.
ageless.
Uh,
Ageless is a good way of putting it.
oh, millennial.
Mm.
Maybe more of a Gen Zer.
Yeah.
God.
Ah, Zoomers.
Yep, she's a zoomer, all right.
As long as she's not zooming into the arms of Strahd, I think we're okay.
Probably. She, no, you do not get any bonuses from her cooking, expertise or skill. I'm sorry to say.
This is bullshit.
Shenanigans.
I feel lied to.
So while all this is going on, I'm just gonna assume that I'm talking to people and I'm basically gonna get caught up with what happened while I was sleeping. And I'm basically gonna think that I just was really out of it and really needed the sleep.
Okay.
I'm gonna,
I'm back.
after Chuffy said that to her, I'm gonna come over and cast Minor Illusion and have like a salt shaker. I'm gonna pour it over Chuffy's sausage. I'm like, this, my friend, will give you that extra pep in your step.
Oh, thank you, my
And
friend.
then I pour some on mine as well, and then eat my sausage.
Totally believe you.
And then I wink to her.
I would eat whatever is presented.
Well, I'm assuming I'm gonna have to roll for that if I believe it.
Yeah. You know what? Roll a bluff check, Luca, and roll me a perception check.
Wouldn't it be
Yeah,
insight?
roll.
Yeah, insight. Sorry.
Yeah.
Insight.
Do I get advantage or no?
No.
It's a phantom salt.
Oh,
Oh my
All
god.
right.
You, no, Chuffy, you wholeheartedly believe this.
Whoa, Luca. Oh my gosh, so thankful. So thankful. Thank you for giving this to me.
I mean, it's believable. I've given plenty of other buffs to the party.
Wow, you are a great
You're
friend.
back.
You're the best friend. The best friend he could ever have.
I like just bow, nod my head, kind of just slightly.
You had to use a 20 on that.
Yeah, right?
One of the best uses.
Oh my god. Fantastic.
If it was used on Chuffy, well worth it.
Yep, worth every moment. All right. If you all want, we can, you know, after a short while, you're able to eat your sausages. You feel a little, you know, less hungry than you were previously. If you're going to consume any rations or anything like that, you know, your characters can do so in getting onto the path. You managed to take down the. Is anyone taking down the tarp or the, you know, the covering that you guys had overnight?
Yeah, I'll start taking it down.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. And I will assist.
Okay, roll me a survival checks each of you. It doesn't take much to try and get it down, but I just want to make sure you don't ruin it.
Well, I got a 14.
I was too busy charming.
On some of the wet stones, you Luca, you slip and fall.
I'm using Mage Hand.
Oh, you're using Mage Hand?
Yeah, it's the way I set it
Okay.
up.
Okay. You lose focus with your Mage Hand, and the rope slips out from under your hand, and it drags across the muddy ground, the tension that was holding up Adam when he was trying to undo his side slips and falls, and he falls down to the ground without your you kind of it knocks the wind out of you, Adam, but you manage to get up and brush off the best you can, and you guys are able to untangle the mess of tents and bed rags and bed rolls and all that kind of jazz.
Oh.
Prestidigitation.
Okay.
to clean up the stuff I dirty.
All right. So you managed to get all of that stowed away and your packs on your backs, and you make your way out to the road, and you begin hiking along the trail.
We don't have did we have a wagon or we don't have a wagon?
No wagon. You're hoofing it.
Yeah. I'm used to that. I just wanted to make sure. Nothing new.
Nothing new.
I mean, even if we had a wagon, we wouldn't keep it past like one day anyway.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we destroy it instantly.
Yeah, we have a bad track record with wagons.
It's true.
That's more of like a personal issue with us as people.
Yeah, it's less the player, the
Yeah,
people in the game.
true.
I'm by Satan.
Yep.
Mm.
Blaine saith, then it's easier that way.
Mm-hmm.
You need to introduce him into your campaign just for like a day.
I miss him. So you all begin your trailing towards the only path that's available to you, and the only direction that is, is where you came from and where you're going to. Off to your left-hand side, as you're walking down the path, there are a large grouping of trees, a large enough forest where you can't see beyond it or see above it. The trees are old and gnarled, but tall. They stand in contrast to the gray sky, and they are mostly gray themselves, but bits of green poke out from between the leaves and the branches. You walk down the path, and it's still quite muddy. You avoid the occasional large puddle in the water, or in the pathway. I'm sorry. Um, there are cart trails that lead around some of the areas more frequently than others. You can tell that some of the areas are a little looser in the soil than the hard pack dirt that surrounds them. And you make your way down the road. It begins to curve to the left a bit more, and you are soon surrounded by trees on both sides. And before you, in the distance, you notice smoke rising from a fair distance away, but you don't get to see all of the. You don't see anything else other than smoke. It's thicker than the mist is, and it seems to be going straight up. If everyone could roll me a perception check to see if you see or hear anything.
I hear the smoke.
I see dead people.
Yep, definitely hear that smoke.
Does it look like normal chimney smoke or like?
From this distance, you really can't tell. You can just tell that there's something rising in the distance.
Okay.
With that perception check, it's what you're gonna get.
I figured as much, but doesn't hurt to ask.
Might as well try. You can try.
Maybe if we get a little closer, we can see it better.
So you
And I'm
make your
assuming
way
this
downtown,
this smoke is in the direction that
walking
we're
fast. Yes,
heading.
yes, it's directly ahead of you, off in the distance. It's presumably where you think that you would be heading. Irina becomes a little bit more animated. She begins almost pulling you as a group forward in excitement. In contrast to the woman that was walking around the windmill prior, the tired windmill and a little bit bothered by the situations of the dour situations that surrounded you in the past, she seems to be a little bit more animated than she was. So, she's like, "Come on, we need to get to Vallaki. I'm excited to see what's inside. I've never been. Have you? Have any of you?"
Why the
Not
rush?
me.
Crickets.
Oh, okay. Um, Luca, have you been to Vallaki?
I apologize. I just sat back down. And I heard Luca. So yes, I'm presuming I have been to Vallaki for sure.
You have been around Vallaki. You've never been through Vallaki.
Yes, I have been around, but never directly within the vicinity.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope that it's an exciting. I mean, it's a city. I've never been to the city before. Only been in the small village. So,
Cities are nice. I like village. I like small, but people are great, so I am okay with going.
I would imagine so. How about you, Kedlar? Any? Have you been to the city before? Or is he
No.
AFK?
Did he sneaky
I think he's
AFK?
I think he's sneaky AFK'd that bastard.
Well, now's the time to talk shit about him. No,
Yep.
just
Well, I'd rather wait till he came back.
kidding.
Yeah.
Agreed. No.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, that's not the MO for this group.
Well, I'm excited to get there. I'm excited to see everything, um, and do everything. There's probably good food, and I suppose that I have to go to the church, stay at the church, be at the church the entire time.
Not the
Do I have
entire
to be there
time.
then? Well, that's good. Yeah, I think getting some vendor food would be good.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
we have
Let's
to
go.
go through the town. Presumably we'd have to go through the town to be able to get there.
To the church.
Mhm.
Yeah, the church is generally within said town.
Okay.
So
I
one would
mean,
assume it is.
really, the church would be in the center of the town typically, so we would have to go through the town to get to the church. Presumably. I've never been there
So
myself, but
we'd get to see the city, right?
Mhm.
The rest of it. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Kedlar, have you been to the city before? Have you been to a city?
I've been to cities before, but not this particular one.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. Then
We'll
maybe
all
this will
discover
be
it
a new
together.
experience for all of us. Yes, it'll be wonderful, wonderful. And she uh turns forward and begins humming a happy tune as she's walking.
As
See how
she,
good the spice is working on her. I'd say to Chuffy.
What did I
See?
miss?
Nothing. Irina was talking about being excited to go to Vallaki.
Ah, okay. Well, like I said, I'll pull out my wine skin and I'll just be drinking that as we walk.
Okay.
getting sloshed.
Mm-hmm.
No drinking and hiking.
Oh.
You're not
Getting
my mother.
getting crunked.
Hey, I got a question. Have you ever offered Adam any of that wine?
Yeah. That's
Have
it.
you?
Yeah.
Not in person.
I mean, yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, I would have. I think you've actually seen me drink it a couple times. I think I mentioned it to you also.
Well, you haven't told me how you refill it, have you?
No, because I don't. I actually. Do I know how it refills, Alex? Or
I don't know that we ever discussed that. If you knew how
I
it
think he
refilled.
discovered that it was full again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, regardless, I would have told you about it, and I would offer it to you here and there.
Okay.
But I don't think I would offer everyone else. I think I'd be very like I'd be conserving it as much as I could because it's my fucking wine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
I get it. It's cool. I'm just
I
curious.
just heard the song.
Did it just start playing for you guys?
For me,
Yeah, Irina's tune just started getting
Uh-huh.
going.
That's weird. I'm a minute and a half into it right now.
So I will actually offer it to you right
That's
now if you
stream
want it.
Yeah, mine says a little over a minute and a half.
hmm maybe it was just
So,
low
Adam, if you do-
before.
If you do want it, Adam, I will offer it to you. But
No. I was just curious. It's up to you.
well,
Drink your wine. I just wasn't sure on the rules of that. If it had to be like in my possession, or if you just had to be near me.
I had to sleep with you in order to.
Oh my.
See,
Oh my.
See, I know that didn't happen.
Hey, they never specified on what form of sleeping with. It could be two men in a sleeping bag in the same tent.
Whoa.
You could say
In the
sleep
same
ad-
sleeping bag.
You could say sleep
Separate.
adjacent.
Yeah,
There you
sleep
go.
adjacent. And I think that was what was kind of dictated last night was that you were sleeping adjacent.
hmm
No hanky panky needed.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want a hanky panky,
I didn't
I'm not
say
gonna
no
stop.
hanky panky not needed, but
Intra-party hanky-panky sounds like a bad idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be.
With any party.
I mean, it depends on the alignment, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it does.
See, what he doesn't know is that if he sleeps near me, it's filled with wine. If he bangs me, then it becomes whiskey. I'm just kidding. I'm
Oh
kidding.
shit, we need to
And
experiment.
on that
No,
note,
no.
I need some whiskey.
Yeah, preach. Preach.
I'm
All right,
already
well,
almost through my full glass of wine.
My
Oh.
my the only alcohol that I have them willing to drink around here is apple whiskey. Thank you,
No
Alex.
whiskey.
Listen,
Ah.
we've got another 25 minutes before break. So you
We
all
get 2
make
more minutes of gameplay in.
you
Right.
keep making your way downtown, walking fast.
You already made that joke.
A piano rolls by you, with a woman riding on the back. Pretty amazing. Anyway, you begin to see more signs of carts and people that have gone to and from, footsteps and or footfalls and ruts from carts and things of that nature that have gone down this road before. And soon enough, you happen upon a clearing where in the center of this clearing, and it's a fairly large clearing at that. But the trees open up beyond the trail, and you see a uh, large amount of wall in front of you that is built up. And you can see the tops of buildings beyond this wall, but it's a very large, imposing wall. And on the walls here, you see that there are spikes and defensive points on this wall. There are guards that are walking along the top of the wall as well, and they're patrolling back and forth. A couple of them see you and watch you intently. They stop where they're their comings and goings, and they watch you as you approach this very large, imposing gate in front of you and before you. And on these walls, there are, like I said, defensive items, but also heads of um, wolves hang on these walls in various states of decay. Bits of skin and fur hanging off of one, and another one is just barely hanging on his bone, and so on in between. And you approach the gates of Velaki.
Kedlar's gonna be in awe of this. Like,
Are they open?
No,
yeah, Kedlar's gonna be looking at the wolf's heads, and be like, "Ooh, this is some."
I apparently do not
Ooh.
own a token on this scene.
you don't. You can't see anything.
Nope.
Nope,
Same.
neither
I
you.
just see the landing.
Same.
You don't see this one.
I see black.
Nope. It's a void.
I saw a red door, and then I painted black.
Yeah, it says I don't own a token.
Blame Matt.
I think it's all of us though.
Yeah. That's odd. You should be able to see it.
Let me close my eyes and see if it works.
Okay.
It doesn't work.
Thanks a lot, Rick.
What did I do? Oh yeah.
Guys, look at this wall. It's huge.
Oh wait, I see something.
You see that now?
Mm-hmm.
Dice. I see the D20.
Okay.
Oh, the shining light in the darkness that is this
Quickly,
map.
everyone put their cursor over
It's
it.
our party. Kill it. Kill it. Oh,
Hey.
wow. There's a town.
There you go.
He just had to open up to the daylight.
Daylight.
Day
Jim,
You
and
didn't-
night.
You didn't move our cursors over, did you?
No.
No, because we're too big for this map.
You mean too
You're
little?
too much for this.
Our tokens would be
Yeah,
too big.
yeah.
for the
I
map.
want a pixel to control, Alex.
You get,
All right.
you get several and you'll like it.
One pixel.
So I'll be looking at the wolf's heads. I'll be kind of like, yeah, that's a pretty neat and pretty nice. And I'll look at
Like this
Oh,
is
look-
like the
oh.
metropolis in this area, basically, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Are the gates
I'll look
open?
over.
This will definitely be daunting, I think, for me, because I've never been into a big city before.
I'll
I've
look
only been
over
in,
at
like, hamlets and
Luca.
villages.
I'll look over at Luca. Be like, are these wolf heads like? Is there any history with them, or what's going on with these?
You see Luca just kind of like, as we walked up, I wasn't really paying attention. I was talking to somebody. I like look and just see how big the city is as we're getting close. And I'm just kind of staring. I do not know about the wolves. I know. I just got whiskey brought to me by my son.
Hey,
That's a good
Nice.
kid.
that's a good lad.
Yep.
Yes.
A good lad.
Send him over to my house.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'll just tell him to
Whiskey
run on
for
over
all.
there.
Yeah. Give him the keys to your car.
Yeah. Oh, hey,
What's the
Calvin,
worst that
take
can
the
happen?
truck over.
Yeah.
He'll make it there.
Mhm.
But I don't know what their representation of the wolves are here. I'm sure. There are many tales of werewolves in the area, though. I don't know about the city here proper.
Should I be worried?
Do you not like dogs?
No, I don't like dogs, but
They're
wait,
so
actually,
wonderful.
Alex, did we ever discover
No.
if everyone saw me turn?
No.
Because that one battle I did turn in front of everyone, but we didn't decide if it was like everyone was able to see me or not.
I don't recall.
Okay. Then I'll just be like, I don't like dogs at all. Okay, so we try to go in. The gates are closed. You said.
Yeah. The
Okay,
gates
I'll
are
walk,
closed, and there's two guards standing outside.
I'll walk up to one of the guards and I'll be like, "Good day."
Sir, I need you to step back.
Oh, okay. Whatever you need. I'll take a step back and I'll have my hands up, like not like I'm arrested, but just more of a casual style, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And I'll be like, I just wanted to get into the city and was just curious on what would need to be done.
What's
And
your business? What's your business in Vallaki?
Sightseeing,
Sightseeing?
shopping.
I'll kind of intervene. Yes, my friend, we are travelers and we are escorting our patron here. And I kind of just gesture towards Irina, and she has graciously hired us to come with her and travel to make it safely to the city here proper. And that is why we are here. It is quite a lovely city you have, and very big and bold. And I can still awe at it a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Who are you, lady? And Irina will puff out her chest a bit and step forward, and she goes, I'm the Burgomaster's, well, was daughter, now brother, sister to the Burgomaster of the village of Barovia. My name is Irina Koliana. You will let me in to the city and my entourage, because we have made it long and far, and through many travels and many dangers to be here. You will let us through.
I press the digitation and just do like a little like flurrow in of like wind over her shoulder for her hair, and then
Okay.
I walk by her and I give the guy a gold piece.
You give him a gold piece.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. He'll you know, as you approach him, he recognizes. You can tell that he sees that you're Vistani, and he'll, roll his eyes a little bit.
For
Offer his
my good
hand out.
friend, as I like shake his hand and give it to him.
Mm-hmm. And as he looks down at the palm of his hand, he'll feels the weight of the coin, and you watch him move his hand about and looks in it, and his eyes grow big, and he gives a yeah yeah yeah, we'll let you in right away, open the gates, open
Thank,
them.
thank
And
you, my friend.
you hear the deafening crack of wood as it begins to creak and groan as the gates begin to open and allow you to enter in.
All right, then
You know,
I'll tip my hat and walk on in.
good sir, some grease on those joints would greatly reduce the amount of friction and increase your speed in opening and closing these gates.
They don't open often. They don't need to open often.
Well, then I
Keep
take it.
moving.
I take it as a blessing. Many thanks to you, sir.
Yeah. Hey, be sure you're at the festival if you're gonna be here in 3 days' time, or get lost.
Oh,
And with that, he'll turn back and start cross his arms and look back towards the road.
as as uh, as Henry walks away, he would mumble to himself, "Well, that was quite rude."
When I walk past,
Alex,
oh, never mind.
What?
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let it go for like a minute or so. But I gave him a copper piece, and I had minor illusion to make it look like a gold.
Okay. He's
That's amazing.
So he won't notice
Yep.
until
Nice.
I'm gonna wait until the gates are completely closed and we're a little ways away before I dispel it. Basically.
Okay. You actually watched him very quickly slip it into his coin purse.
I figured.
So,
I'm just letting you know.
okay.
And I'm gonna keep my hood pulled up around my head, like I usually do.
First thing I want to look for if we walk through the city, if we find a smith at all, I want to go visit them.
I want to go here because there's a smiley face.
That's a fair point.
I mean, I'm down. I'm down for that, actually.
We don't talk about it.
What, the
Hold
smiley
on, let me-
face's name is Bruno?
Oh,
You
No,
triggered me.
I tried not to.
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let me pull up a little bit more information for you guys here. One moment.
I'm literally, as we just walk in, I'm just gonna like just start talking to anybody, and everybody go, "Nice to meet you, thank you. Oh, great to see you. It smells wonderful here."
Okay. As you walk inside, the town is bustling. There are people everywhere, all sorts, walking around, exchanging goods, doing construction, building things, working on laundry as you walk by the homes. People are, you know,
I don't know if you know what you cut out, Alex.
they're what? They're what?
no, the entire town is just a bustle. Everybody, the entire town is afire. It's fire, I tell you, fire.
It's on fire.
This is fine. Yeah, I already told you what I'm doing. So unless there's something that you think would pique my interest, I'm just kind of observing, talking with anybody and anyone who is willing to speak with me, and just greeting everyone.
I'm gonna stand by Irina, but if we see a blacksmith, I want to stop
Okay.
and go in and see what they can do about giving me a double-bladed scimitar.
There's
Okay.
a lot of fucking amateurs who takes two scimitars, just fucking like welds them together at the hilt,
That'd be,
You're
am-
not-
ties them together with ropes.
that would be amazing.
Yes.
I mean, that's not far off. I mean,
That's beautiful.
I mean, if you're...
But they're not gonna be perfectly aligned. They'll be like off kilter ever so slightly at like a 2 to 3 degree angle off. From
If
one
he ever
another.
spins it, he starts taking off
Yeah,
on
he
the
fucking-
ground.
Yep.
Okay, so you wanted to head down over here, correct?
I mean, he said it just because of the smiley face on the map, but...
Yeah.
Fuck it, we don't know where the hell anything is. Let's hire. I'd probably head in that direction. Knowing me, I would head down this alley, like that one
Yep.
right there. As soon as I hit it, I'd probably head down in that direction towards this market
Yeah,
area.
do the typical map thing of stay to the
Yep.
left.
Yep.
So as you walk down these paths here, people are Can everyone give me a perception check? Irina is walking forward as well. She's kind of not leading the way, but she's in the midst of everyone in the middle and kind of glancing about at all the taller houses and the bigger areas, and everything's just a little bit bolder, you know,
And a little bit older.
and a little bit older.
Yeah, that didn't work very well.
Oh
mean,
yeah.
would this be
I'm
relying
still
on
the-
smell?
I like how Rick has the biggest plus. Natural one.
No,
Anyone,
No,
anyone
good
have
job,
anything
Rick.
that depend on hearing and smell?
Rick, you don't have to roll for Matt.
No, I'm missing a
That's the
roll.
problem. That's the problem, Rick. The smells are just overwhelming you,
you're
and
just-
you can't focus.
Overwhelming. I'm missing Adam.
Oh, I rolled a 3, so mine is a 6.
Mm.
I
All
clicked
right.
it.
Seems sus because it doesn't show up in the thing.
Yeah, it seems a little sus,
Kyle,
but at
hit
least
the
it wasn't.
hit the B on your browser.
Oh, I
No,
did.
It's in the roller bot.
Yeah, it's inside the.
Oh wait.
It did
wait,
roll.
no.
It's in the roller
Oh
bot.
no, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it shows
was
up
no.
in the
It
game.
was a
It's a 6.
1.
Oof.
It
No,
was a 1 and you got a
perception.
3.
1
No, it was a
plus
3. It was a 3 plus 3. It's in here. It's
Oh.
inside of chat or inside the game log inside of D&D Beyond.
Oh, Never mind. There it is. Okay. No.
I don't know why it doesn't like to transfer for you over to the browser, but
No,
you can
it all my other ones so far have. That was the first one that didn't. So,
Hmm.
at least tonight. So
Seems sus.
it was low. So not like it
So
worked.
as you're meandering through the towards this immediate area here, you there are these houses and things, people outside, and they're smiling and good day to you. You know, they're saying greetings and holding up their hands. It's a very stark difference from the rest of, uh, from the village where you came from, where people were shutting the shutters up just at the sight of you on the road. Um, People seem jovial and happy, smiling a lot and waving as if there's no care in the world, which is great for most of you. As you're moving through, you come into this area and near the smiley face, and this is a large stockyard. You can tell by the goods and boxes that are being stacked up. There's a couple sheds and buildings that are standing here that have locks on them and various um, goods and people milling about here as they are stacking up and taking out goods out of various sheds. Down here, however, at the southern part, there is a cart that has a colorful red roof on it, and on the side, you see it say, where are we? There's a sturdy carnival wagon. The colorful paint is peeling off, but the on the sides the words spell out Tavio's Carnival of Wonders, and that is what you see.
Have I heard of this before?
Um, roll me a uh,
History?
yeah, roll me a history check.
Well, hello there, Matt.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I remember.
He might be listening.
oh my
Holy
God,
crap.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
wow.
That's some history.
Um, you
I was like, fuck you, we're supposed to remember.
you weren't supposed to remember it. You have heard of him before. He's meandered through the areas from towns and villages all around, um, selling goods, putting up a decent show, and has been known to, give out sweets to children, and generally has at least in these parts, a very well-known show that goes around.
There isn't a show going. Is there like is there a thing saying like when a show's gonna happen next or that?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I mean, like, there's not a show currently going on, right?
No, no, no.
Is there like a sign saying like show at like dusk or anything like that, or when there's gonna be one next?
No. Uh, no, there is not. However, as you approach it, the wagon suddenly like moves forward as if something has been struck on the inside. You hear the cracking of wood and something scraping metal against metal, and the snarl of a beast from within. Upon closer inspection, you see that the sides of the wagon are splattered with dry blood. And as you move about the wagon and kind of move away from it in a moment, you also see that on the back of the wagon door it reads, "I bring you from shadow into light."
Jenna was talking. Who does the shadow into light thing?
Uh, just there's an inscription on the back of the wagon.
Gotcha. Is there an open area like into the wagon anywhere, or is it all completely sealed? So like a window or a bars or anything?
There is a window on the back, however, it's sealed up tight.
Is there any kind of like any kind of opening anywhere?
Roll a perception check.
No. I lean over to Chuffy. Do you see any opening spots there inside the wagon?
I want to retcon something
Sure.
after this, so I want to say I'm not there.
Okay.
Actually, quick segue. DM, can you remind me our main purpose of being in Vlaki?
Sure. I'll help you out with the retcon. Luca, as you glance over to speak to Chuffy, he's not there. He is not even. You glance around in a quick moment of trying to find where he is, and he is not anywhere near you. He is not in this neighborhood. To Chuffy's point, and to remind everyone why you are here to deliver Irina to the Church of St. Andrew, because it is supposedly consecrated and hallowed ground where she might be protected from Strahd, who has a special interest from her.
I'm sorry. I'm just
that
I'm just laughing at Matt's cursor circling and touching Jason all the time.
it's intimate.
Oh
I
my.
miss you.
He's caressing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I almost want to stop and
Wow,
watch
Matt,
it.
come on.
Ooh,
Get a
jeez.
room.
Yeah, jeez. There's so many in here.
Matt, that's
Hey.
too gentle.
Technically, he does have a room. He created this room that we're
He
in.
did. He
Yeah,
did.
you can make another one.
Yeah, you can make another one and drag you all into it.
With blackjack and hookers.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna undo my retcon. Because that's the place I want to go to.
Oh god.
He's retconning
Sorry.
the retcon.
Sorry.
The retcon?
Next
Yeah.
is gonna retcon the retcon of the retcon.
God.
So I'm still here. Okay.
Unpause, rewind, continue. So, do you see
Yeah.
any holes
that.
in the
So-
wagon?
Curse it.
There.
So
Luke-
Luca looks to the right and asks Chuffy this. He's not there.
He's
He
not there. I
looks
look to the left. Oh, there you
He's
are.
Yeah, basically. You glance around, you're like, where the fuck? Oh, there he is.
There's a side quest I want to do. I couldn't remember where our destination was in the city for the group.
Okay. You don't know. You haven't asked any locals where things might be, but also, they're just in general, you don't know where anything is in this town.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna assume that I hear who's it, Luca, asking me if I see any cracks in the windows or openings.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna be like, I got you. And I'll roll a perception, probably, right?
Yep.
I'm just waiting for a Chuffy to pull like a stick of fucking dynamite and throw it at the goddamn wagon. There's a hole.
They ain't no hole, but I'll make a hole, okay? Chuffy, you managed to see that there are a couple different spots on the wagon that it's chained up pretty well. However, you don't immediately notice any sort of openings other than the back. The rear has the main, what you would assume is the main opening, and it is chained up tight. Let me see if I can get this image in here for you guys. I'm always really bad at trying to get the artwork in here. Anything else while I get that in here?
So I'm assuming the chains have a lock on it, so I want to try lock picking it.
Okay. And they do indeed.
Is that a sleight of hand?
I'm gonna like
Yes.
I'm gonna like knock on the side of the wagon where I had the growl with like my mage hand.
Okay.
It
Ooh,
is
I'll take
invisible,
that.
FYI, so nobody can see it.
Okay, that's fine. You knock, and uh, you're the only one that knows that you knocked. But as you do, Chuffy's kind of making his way up there, and you know he's playing with his thieves' tools as he's moving up, and the entire thing just rocks. You watch the entire wagon just rock back and forth.
The wagons are rocking. Don't come a knocking.
Yep.
Oh wait,
And
that
this
would
happens as I walk up.
Yeah. Pretty much the moment that you walk up, it just as soon as you reach the side of the wagon, it just rocks back and forth wildly, and you know taken aback really quick as you step on your back foot, unsure of what's to come.
Hey, Luca, I don't think we want to go in here.
I'm gonna prefer the shove action with my mage hand to push Chuffy back towards me.
Chuffy, you just have this like almost like someone just took a hand and pushed you with about 10 pounds of force on your chest. You would estimate about 10 pounds of force.
I do not try to resist.
Okay.
I don't know
Um,
what's in there, but it's not good or it shouldn't be in there, and I would like to find out what it is.
probably a chained up
Alright.
mimic.
I gotta step away for a couple minutes, guys.
Actually, that's about the right time for us to take a break. So we will be back in 5 minutes at 10 after. How about we'll go with 10 after?
All right.
Sounds good to me.
See you soon.
See you soon. just to catch you up, Matt, your goal is the same goal that was when we were playing just after you guys got out of Death House, which was getting Irina here. So this is the ultimate goal of getting Irina to the St. Andrew's Church, because there's protection here from Strahd.
I will be with Rena.
Okay.
I'll be standing
I
by
mean,
her. I'll be
you know
looking
what?
around.
You know what? Instead of this party nonsense token thing, let me grab your guys' tokens, because I get the feeling that people are going to be meandering in all sorts of directions.
So,
I'm
I
gonna
get the
put-
feeling we're going to be splitting up. Is the party splitting up?
Split
Should
the
we be splitting
party!
up?
All good parties do.
Split the party!
might be.
I would just like to point out Luca and Chuffy initiated, therefore we are not the splitters of the party.
Do I have a
By the
token?
way,
Oh God.
Oh,
wait,
sorry.
Matt?
Yeah, give me a second here.
You're
I'm
good.
trying to figure out how to get the illumination to work correctly, because it should be daytime.
I mean, there is a studio made off that. So
The wagon looks
It's in
way
the tray on the
scarier
left
than
side. Looks like a
yeah,
sun.
yeah, and I hit it, but it's not one to illuminate.
Then you have to go to the map settings under the scene, and then at the bottom you go under global illumination and you play with that.
Oh,
I realize I haven't created a scene in this for like a
That
year
work?
now. Yeah, looks great.
perfect. You guys should be able to see everything now. There we go.
Oh,
I had it.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I cannot. I can
do
only
not.
still
I
see
have the
the
same
area.
vision I did before.
What are we supposed to see? I guess.
Reload the page.
Reload. Matt, by the way, I did finish Arcane.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I thought it was good.
Rick has bad taste.
I mean, good is, I think, understating it, but it's
Yeah,
know.
that's why I said Rick has bad taste. He
Like I
doesn't
said, don't.
Rick doesn't like art.
Yeah, I don't like the art of the series, but
You
the
don't
story
like
was great.
art?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
10 million an episode isn't good enough for Rick. Technically, it's like 9 million an episode, but Rick's like, it's a little cheap for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
now
you
I
go.
can see
Now I can see the
everything.
whole thing. Yep.
All right, so now I know you're
Oh, you
talking
just
about
carved it out again.
your show. I still gotta watch it. It
Oh,
does look
it's
good.
so
though.
good.
So good.
I
It
know.
was-
You,
yeah,
you
it
need to
was-
know nothing about the world, and it's still
Nope.
really good.
I know.
Yeah.
You need to know, it's better if you know nothing.
It's definitely better, but it's
Perfect.
so good.
Perfect. I know nothing.
It does do my girls some justice, though. I'll say that.
Which
Hold
one's
on a
your
second.
girl?
Jinx is
Jinx. I
Vi is
played Jinx.
mine.
Yeah, Vi, man. Vi all day, every day.
My two characters were Jinx and
I'll
Darius.
hold out hope for her bisexuality.
Yes, exactly.
What?
Must hope. Must hope.
What show are you talking about?
Arcane.
Oh, I haven't watched it.
Oh, it's
Watch
so
it.
good.
I
Yeah,
need
go
to
watch
as
it.
well.
Well, and like I was talking to Joe when we were at the Alloy brewing, like I really hope they do actually bring in Darius and
Oh, they'll be bringing a bunch
Draven.
more characters in the second season.
Mhm.
Darius and Draven.
Second season, 20 million an episode.
Yeah.
Right?
Get it up to Rick
Fuck, man, with
standards.
how well it did, yeah.
See, here's the thing. It's the fact that it's like it looks like oil painting with cell shading. That's where like
Mhm.
my brain does not like that at all.
My brain doesn't like you at all.
Whoa. Okay, so we're gonna get
Shots
back into
fired.
this. We're gonna get back in this.
Okay.
Luca
I'm cutting your
and-
last, so you can't
Hold
wrangle
on,
me.
before you
Ace.
do anything, I want to play this real quick. Can you hear that?
No.
Aw, dang.
Luca and Chuffy are down in this stockyard. Everyone else can decide. I brought your tokens over. You can decide if you're going to go with Luca and Chuffy before they start committing crimes, or if you want to go and do something else. So
I'm gonna hang with Irina. I think
Okay.
Rizwan's kind of like in like I don't
Yeah.
not like into Irina, but like interested in her,
Okay.
invested in her.
I thought we all
I-
kind of started walking this way. That's why I went this way.
Yeah, and originally it was just because we had the one token for the party, but I figure people can do separate things if they
Well,
want
which
to.
way is I? Yeah, I want to know which way Irina would be going.
Irina's just kind of bewildered and looking about. She is wandering down the streets, looking at all the taller houses, the smiling people. It almost as if the sun is shining. It's in that level of happiness. The colors here are a little bit brighter. The sun is not actually shining though. Just to let you guys know.
Is
Sun
it
never shines
raining?
over here. It is not.
Not yet.
And in my head, we are all the same size as the map shows us, and we're all like kaiju fighting through this.
Yeah.
entire thing.
I mean, that's what
the
I was
song
taking
10
it.
The song 10 Feet Tall is playing in the background.
Yeah, it's canonical.
Yeah. So that's kind of what's going on. So if you you guys can kind of meander. Irina's just gonna walk through the street. She's just in awe.
Like I said, I'll be with her, protecting her, and if I do happen to see like a blacksmith or anything like that, I'll stop there and head on in.
Okay. Why don't you give me a perception check as you're meandering through?
Does it involve smell or hearing?
Wow.
That was some ASMR stuff right there. I loved it.
He does it whenever we're playing
My
Phasmo,
God.
too. So funny.
He sticks his mouth over the mic.
As you do. As you do.
Literally swallows it.
Like this.
You know what? Sure, it can involve a blacksmith has a particular smell. You can have it.
The one time you're allowing him to use his ability.
God damn it! I'm rolling like Matt.
So this at the beginning area here, you don't. There's no particular. There's nothing that pops out. Right here. So,
Okay. Well, I'm here for the ride.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Boom,
Henry!
boom, 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 boom.
Henry, what are you doing here? While these two are getting in trouble.
I was just meandering, kind of semi-following Luca and Chuffy, but trying to keep an eye on the rest of the group because I'm like awkward right now, and I'm not really sure where I need to go, and everyone's going in different directions, and I'm not really, I'm
Having a minor panic attack?
yeah. So I'm gonna go to the main road because the main road seems safe and not the alleyway.
Okay.
And I'd look to see if I can see the church because I know that that's like our ultimate goal.
Right now, where you guys are, you don't see the church. The pathway winds through the streets.
Is it like a hilly city?
No, it's fairly well flat.
Mm-hmm. But the buildings are tall.
Yeah, the buildings are taller. At least they're the tallest that you've seen in Barovia so far, other than maybe the windmill and Castle Ravenloft up on the hill.
Okay.
Hard to beat that one.
Okay. So even though the church is probably the tallest building in the place, we can't see it. Okay. Just
Not
that
at the
it's
immediate
just that
moment,
far away. Got it.
Yep.
Alright.
Just to kind of, well, I mean, there should.
I mean, I know where
you guys
I see where it is. I mean, it's at the other end of the.
Oh. Hold on a second. I don't know if you guys can see it or not.
Oh, I can see it.
The town is about a mile long.
I can see everything. Oh, that. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
It's a scale.
The scale.
There, you get some information.
Oh, man, we get the spelling and everything.
Yeah, I know.
Man, I didn't know we were in a Disney World theme park.
Yeah.
Well, keep an eye out for the Kardashians because they'll cut in line.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
God.
We have Fast Pass, Kyle.
I
They
know.
don't have those anymore.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Hey Kedlar, while you're meandering and looking for this place, Rizwin, Blade, and Adam, why don't you roll me a perception check if you could?
All right.
Chuffy and Luca, I will come back to you. Is anybody with Chuffy and Luca, or are you just gonna let them get in trouble on their own?
Just checking. We are still level 3.
Nope.
4.
Four.
Four.
Oh, okay. I'll fix that.
You've missed so much.
I really have.
And we're
I don't
probably-
think a
I would
5
think we're
would
also
have worked
kind of
even with level 4 stats, though.
I think we're kind of close to 5 even. I don't know, but I
Yeah,
think so.
well, there's a little bit of that.
Okay, I rolled a 9 for a perception.
A 9, okay.
Well, really.
The rest of you really don't notice anything major. Henry, did you roll one as well?
Oh, sorry. You didn't say my name.
Sorry, I'm saying it now.
Okay. That would be a 19.
Damn.
The first good perception check all night. From anyone.
Right?
Except for my non-canonical roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you only rolled that because it doesn't actually matter.
Exactly. Yes, yes.
Henry, in the distance, you
I see the
hear-
church. Just kidding.
No. You hear off in the distance though something strange. You hear what sounds to be festival music.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yes. He did say something about a festival. Do you hear that? It's the sounds of, like, a festival of some sorts.
Festivities.
Yes, festive. It just means a lot of people. Do we have to go there?
Are we ready for that?
I don't know. I mean, really, we need to get to the church, but I have a feeling we're going to pass through the festival to get to the church because that's just how things have gone lately.
I mean, is there harm in
Stopping
going
at
to
a
the church
festival?
first
I mean,
and stopping on the way out?
Well, who knows how long we're gonna be here?
go direct to the church and then stop at the festival.
Mhm.
Irina will snap around when you all are talking about a festival. And she goes, "A festival? Can we go?
Yeah.
We don't have to go to the church right away. We can go see the festival."
We should
right?
secure your safe passage first.
Indeed.
When you say that, I mean, look at the walls. We're safe here, right?
No.
Safety is not guaranteed. The guard was bribed.
It's
I
true.
mean,
Who bribed? Wait, actually, hold on a second. Blade, did you notice that he was bribed?
I mean, I would have noticed. I was standing right next to the guy.
It seems kind of obvious.
Okay, that's fair.
Intelligence check.
Yes, there is that, but you know the walls, and it's fine. We can go to the church. And she looks kind of really dejected for a moment as she's looking around.
It's all right.
in awe
It
of
shouldn't take
everything.
too long. I don't believe the city is that large.
Well, the guard also said that the festival's in 3 days. So
But yes, the festival is in 3 days, not for 3 days. That is a difference there.
So it might be
Maybe they're
just
just
a-
title card.
practicing?
There should be a. It's not that large, and then 3 days later.
Oh, SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so shoving off to down the main road.
Yep. Heading on downtown.
He is very. So Henry is very how should I put it? Skittish.
Okay.
So, you know, he's gonna walk as close to as equidistant from everyone as he can, and try not to bump into anybody.
Okay. And the town is a bustle with people.
Yeah.
So you all are having to kind of dodge and weave through the crowd of, the meandering throng of people as you're making your way down the city.
We're
I'm just
meandering here.
I'm gonna just move Irina, and you guys can follow along.
Okay.
The best you can.
So that's everyone joining Irina except for Luca and Chuffy.
Yeah, unless Adam, I didn't hear if you were following along with Luca and Chuffy, or if you're going with the main group.
Well, are they breaking into that cart still?
Yeah.
Then I'm
we
probably
haven't
going.
moved on.
Yeah, I'm going with the group then.
Okay. Chuffy and Luca, switching back to you for a moment.
Have fun.
Yep.
Betrayers.
Kedlar and Rizwin, why don't you roll, or like as you're walking along, give me a perception check. Rizwin, why don't you roll me one with a disadvantage right now, being that you are a little shorter than the rest. And Kedlar, just roll me a perception check there. It does
I'm
not
off
have
to
to do
a
with
roaring
sound.
start.
Damn. Holy
God
shit.
damn.
But then,
You know what?
but then balance was restored.
Matt, for some reason you cursed me.
I try.
Hey, it doesn't beat that It doesn't beat that nat 20 that I rolled for the rail round shot. Anyway, I rolled a nat 20 for Matt's Starfinder campaign and ruined a bunch of shit for him.
Yeah, he did. He ruined an entire encounter.
That's a bummer.
It was a thing.
It was a thing. I could feel the seething rage. Kedlar and Rizwin, you don't notice Luca and Chuffy. So, Luca and Chuffy, you all are breaking into the back of this thing. Chuffy, you rolled a really good sleight of hand at 27. You break out your thieves' tools, you spin them in your fingers a bit, give it a little bit of flourish as you're going to work on this padlock here. And on the entire time, this cart, this wagon is just rocking back and forth. And there's a couple of folks walking around, checking on goods and moving in and out of small sheds. And they keep kind of glancing over at you, but then they go back to their work. They don't seem to notice anything going on that's out of the ordinary.
Chuffy, you should definitely check for the bumper sticker. If the wagon is rocking, don't come knocking.
My perception is not that great. I don't see it.
Yeah, we both have the worst perception in the group. This is bad.
It's a wagon.
We both have a -1.
I will say, Alex, that I have finished my level up, and now my perception check would be a 10 instead of an 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? You see Luca.
You don't know. No.
Actually,
the level
up
happened between rolls. We're good.
The act of rolling leveled him up.
Yeah, it just pushed him over the edge.
Yep.
Okay, so you don't see Luca. Luca, what are you doing? Chuffy's busting into this thing.
So you continued to bust in, Jason?
Yeah. So you pushed me back.
I pushed you back. You said you were gonna come back towards me. Remember?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna look at you and like, what is your reaction?
I'll kind of like hand pull you back, like just like do the wave over thing, like really fast. I'm assuming I'm like 20 feet away from the wagon.
Yeah, around there.
Oh, okay.
30
So,
feet.
Are you coming back over?
Yeah. Yep.
I want to know what's in there. It doesn't seem good. Something kept inside of a wagon that's that powerful does not mean good things.
I know, but don't you just want to know what's in there?
That's literally what I just said.
I think.
I know you don't pay attention, but I'm talking directly to you.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear what you said there.
So, how do we want to do this?
I think I should pick the lock, and we can just peek in there and see what's in there.
I like it.
All right, so I'm going to roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Wow.
Ba-dum, ba-dum,
as
ba-dum,
sneakily as I can be in the wide open. I am going to like you just see me in like the wide open, just like crawling on the floor up to it.
Just
And
in the mud and muck, you're just like army crawling through the
yes.
In the daylight.
Wait,
in the
while
daylight.
you're army crawling?
Because I'm trying to stealth here.
When,
All right.
when he gets to it, I'm going to create a minor illusion that just creates the atmosphere around him. So like it only takes up a 5-foot space. So basically it looks like he's not there.
Okay.
Wait,
And
you're creating the atmosphere around him. You can't create tree satellites at this scale. It's just not
No,
possible.
fucking.
You don't tell me what kind of satellites I can make.
There's a Chuffy, as you're kind of army crawling through, there is a gentleman that steps out of his house over here, and you hear the thick click of a lock as he turns key, and he slips the key into his jacket pocket, and he turns about and looks at you as you're crawling along the floor, and he's like, what are you doing down there? You lost this? Are you drunk?
I immediately stop and don't say anything.
You okay, friend? Do you need me to get the doctor, whatever?
I-
You need me to bring you back to the inn?
I just ignore him. I keep crawling.
Okay. He's, he'll continue to watch you and be like, you okay? He'll look over Luca towards you, and he'll see you, and oh, hey, Vistani guy, is he okay? You know him? Seen him before?
He's a weird one, he looks like.
Have you seen him before? Do we need to call a guard?
He's been doing this for a while, just rolling around in the dirt. I don't think he's harmed to anyone.
Listen, I don't really want to get involved in the law here. Is I'm gonna I Hey, listen, if anybody asks, I didn't see you guys before. I don't know anything about nothing. Just leave me out of it, okay? And he'll scurry off down the path that you all came from.
Does he seem to be like looking for the guard as he goes?
He keeps glancing back at you all.
Okay, I'll let him go.
Okay.
Every time I see that he's glancing back at me, I just momentarily pause and then I resume.
Okay. So you're crawling through the mud and muck. You finally make it to the wheel of the cart, of this fairly large cart. Are you coming from the front or the back of the cart?
The back.
Okay.
Because that's where the chains are, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And you stand up. There is just mud and muck dripping off of you at this point. It's coming off in clumps, peeling off your very frame as you raise your hands up with a flourish, holding the thieves' tools that are caked in mud, and you give them a shake as the mud flies away from it, and you go to town on the lock. Give me a sleight of hand roll as you begin the lock.
Can I take that other one that I just did?
No. let me check something here.
Dude, a +7 at level 4 is pretty serious.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of min-maxed here.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's found a way to be resistant to all damage and even have immunity to certain type of damage
Mm.
at level 3.
Do you have to be a ghost?
Nope.
I can help with that.
Just be a barbarian.
Well, barbarian's part of it, but then there's a whole nother one that you gotta be.
So in your with that sleight of hand roll, you you're quickly going to town on the lock, focusing in, and you feel something strange within the lock as it snaps to the side, and you quickly disarm a small needle that would have shot out and hit you in the hand, and you quickly and deftly undo the lock in one fell swoop, holding the this large rusted padlock in your hand. It comes undone and the chains go slack.
Then all of a sudden Rick Ashley pulls out.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
And I pause for a moment and nothing else happens.
As of right now, yeah.
Is it undone enough where I can just slightly open the door?
You'd be able to open the door if you want to, but it is latched shut still as of right now.
Okay, so as silently as I can, I just I first look back at Luca to let him know that I unlocked it. Just kind of give him a nod, and then I'm gonna slightly peek in.
Just try and open the door.
Yeah.
And peek in. Okay. The okay. The hinges groan loudly with metal on metal. They haven't been open in some time. As it creaks open, and you're greeted as you peek inside of a small doll that sits there. Could you roll me a perception check?
Oh,
Actually,
God.
roll me an investigation check.
Hey.
Damn,
Wow.
son. With that investigation, this is very obviously a small but well-made straw figure that is dressed in the same clothing that you've seen Luca wearing, as well as those at the camp that you guys came from. A very colorful and bright colors, flowing, or once was at least flowing, silks and cloth, but has been since been made tatters and rips, and almost looks like something has gotten on it, made it crusty and slimy. It's almost disturbing in its way, and along something that you wouldn't have noticed except for that. You notice stitched into the tattered pants is a slogan on it that says, "Is no fun, is no blinksy." And just as you read those words, give me a strength save.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Chucky.
Huh?
Against all odds, you see it coming, and you slam the door shut just as the beast inside slams against the door, and in a sheer moment of luck, the latch falls closed in a almost perfect way, to which the door shuts and the door keeps slamming as the beast inside begins to try and get out again and again and again. When inside you saw that there was a tiger, and not just a tiger, a saber-toothed tiger inside, its long fangs hanging out of its mouth as it dripped slimy saliva, and it was dressed in metal and looked to be ready for war. And in a moment of luck, blessings from the gods, or a combination of both, you manage to get the door shut. But it is creaking. The wood is creaking, and you can see that the latch is beginning to give.
Sorry, really quick. Was it
Can
that
I notice this?
Are you facing the back or the front of the thing?
I don't know, like the orientation of like.
Yeah,
what
the
it was to
orientation's
us.
a little weird. We'll say that you were watching the back because Chuffy was looking at you and all that kind of jazz. So, yes, you would have seen that the door, something hit the door hard, but you're not close enough to see that there's a beast inside. You see Chuffy peer inside.
Yeah, I just see that the door's
and
moving or
yeah,
whatever.
and it's just slamming as if something's angry.
So clarification question: did the doll turn into the tiger, or like, or two separate things?
No, two separate things.
Okay.
There's the doll inside, and there was a large beast.
As quickly as I can, I try to relock it.
Okay.
And at this point, like, I am visibly shaking,
Okay.
and trying my best to lock it.
Give me a sleight of hand with disadvantage.
I'll just roll it twice.
That's fine.
So
Damn.
20.
You managed to grab the ends of the chain and snap them closed as quickly as possible, and it's as if you weren't here. That would have been all well and good if the guard hadn't heard you from the end of the road. And you see a guard come running out with his blade drawn, and he goes, "Hey, thief! Thief! What are you doing here?"
I bolt. I just run the opposite direction.
Oh God.
You run? Okay. By this time, I'm just going to move everyone up a bit. Everyone is kind of meandering through the streets. We'll see Irina's up here, and then everyone else can kind of filter in. Actually, so here's a question. So as Chuffy begins to bolt, you all make it to a crossroads here. Down this way, you can tell that there are more throngs of people, more groups and persons that are gathered around. As well as that festival music that's along this way. And down this road is
The
continuing
festival
a
isn't free
road.
for 3 days or whatever.
They
Yes,
probably have like a sort of like pre thing where the actual thing will all happen then, but you can go like to
They're
sort
getting
of
ready.
carnival.
The pregame. Yeah.
Yeah.
they're pre-gaming it, you
The
know.
pre-festival.
The carnies are setting up their wagons.
Well, it's like the 4th of July festivals. A lot of those they'll have them for like 2 days beforehand, and then they'll have the day of, which is the real entertainment.
Oh,
So did this guard come running from the same direction that guy went?
yeah.
Little
I'm gonna be standing next to Irina, and I'll just be like,
I'm going to wait for a good opportunity as I'm like not running near. When I see like an opportunity for him to either have like a big crowd that the guard runs by when he's following Chuffy, or if he has an alley or something, I'm gonna shove him with Mage Hand, like down an alley or down into a big group of people when he's trying to run, so it, like distracts him for a few seconds.
Okay. Um. Uh. Everyone in Irina's group, so that's Kedlar, Rizwin, Blade, Henry, and Adam. Roll me a perception check.
"Oh boy."
you all come to this crossroads. We all know that crossroads have such good things happen.
Oh yeah. There's the Crossroads demon.
Damn.
Why does that guy have a fiddle?
Look at how
and
well
demon
we're
horns?
perceiving everybody. Good job.
Well, you all hear it. The screams. The screams. The wailing cries from down the road.
I've heard those before.
Let's walk fast.
Are they good or bad?
They're bad. The bad screams. Definitely someone in pain.
Do we
And not doing
recognize
well.
who?
No.
And we can see there's a crowd gathered down there.
Yes.
Is there? Okay, I was gonna ask if at this intersection is there like a merchant or like anybody who looks like they work at a place around here?
I mean, there's several people around that are
They look like locals
yeah,
or something.
they look like they're locals and they're at least doing, they're working outside of their homes or
Okay, if I don't see the church on the horizon, I'm asking for directions.
okay.
All I can do when I think about what's happening down south is I think of the song from Aladdin. One jump ahead of the bread man, one sing.
Yeah.
This is
I
less
steal
less
only what I
whimsical.
can afford, and that's everything.
Riff rat, street rat.
Scoundrel, take that. Just a little snack, guys.
Okay,
So,
if we were gonna have a Disney
Rizwan
sing
will-
along, there needs to be more.
So there's a
Rizwan will turn
musical
to the
happening
party.
in the south.
Rizwan will turn to the party and say, "Someone get Irina where she needs to go. I'm going down to see what's going on."
Alright.
I will ask a local nearby, pardon, where is the church?
Oh my! Are you a mechanical man? And this old woman, she's a very large in a very large dress, as she's like
Racist
working.
grandma.
She's working she's working a washboard.
Racist grandma.
She's got
Are
her
you
moving
a-
around.
Face it, most of them
Is
are.
that
I mean,
is that
you're not wrong.
armor? Are you a mechanical man?
My origin is not of consequence at the
He's a
moment.
magic
I am looking for
man.
the Church of St. Andral.
Looking to get blessed? Yeah. Hey, so down the road here, you keep going straight, and you can't miss it. It'll be on your right.
So is it the main road or the one?
Yeah, it's main road.
Okay, so I'm gonna get Kedlar because I think he'll join me and just be like, we should escort Irina there immediately.
Yes, we shall. Let's go.
So I'm gonna keep going down the main road and guide Irina, like after you kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay.
I would go with them. I would.
Okay.
I would before I follow along. I would turn to Adam and say, "Do you? I think one of us should go with Rizwan. However, I do not feel I am up to the task. Would you go with her?"
Sure.
I'll thank the lady too, the old lady, before we press on to.
Okay.
All right. So we're now
Adam,
a third split.
Adam, don't go too far. I'm gonna need somebody to fill up my wine.
What's the worst that could happen?
Hey, what's
Oh,
the point
you
of having a
know,
party this big if we can't be in multiple places?
it's
at
true.
once?
It's
Yeah.
so true.
What else is gonna stress me out?
Hey.
So
We should split again to make
You know,
I don't know,
I would. Yeah.
Alex, I don't know what your problem is.
Kedlar definitely is looking for a blacksmith, so I mean we very well might pass one.
Yeah?
Yeah, he
Time to
passes
ready
a
to go.
shop. He's stopping. So.
Yeah. He's already
Hey,
claimed,
that,
he's already
that,
said it.
That house right here, it looks like it's got smoke coming out of the chimney.
Yep,
Probably the
that's what I'm
blacksmith shop.
thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That one or this
Blacksmith.
one's also a very good candidate.
Now's the
Uh,
time.
all right. Switching back to Rizwan and Adam, I'll be coming back to you next. But we're gonna go back to Chuffy and Luca. Chuffy, you begin to bolt through the various bits and bobs that are about this town. The crates and barrels that hold goods are suddenly in the way of your moving about very quickly, and it begins to rain.
I was gonna say, my mom always told me never to run in a crate and barrel.
Yeah.
Um,
So
can I make it in between the houses, or do I need to run through the streets? Or I guess like how crowded are the streets?
Guys, sorry. Curse of Strahd channel in Discord.
yeah.
Yep.
What?
It's
Hold
true.
on.
It's
So
true.
fantastic.
Yep. Yep.
What's the worst that could happen? So the area that you're in right now is not that crowded. Maybe a couple workers, a couple people here and there, and now a guard making his way down down the path. But the main road has a lot more people to it, and you see them going to and from, back and forth, up here-ish.
Okay, so I
Tree. Oh no, this is fantastic.
so is it
Again, I'm following behind. I'm finding an opportunity where I can shove the guard into like crates and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
okay? Yeah, so
So
I'll basically head towards where I
Luca's a
see the
boo
most
now.
people.
I didn't quite catch that, Jason. What was that?
I'm gonna head to where I see the most amount of people.
Okay.
And as I get to this crossroad, I look in all directions and which direction has the most amount of people.
To the left.
Okay, so I'll start heading to the left.
Okay. Luca, you're shoving this guy with the mage hand. Do you say anything? Do you do anything other than shove him?
Nope. Mage hand is invisible, can't be seen or anything.
Okay.
And I can be within 60 feet of him. So I'm just like kind of not being like I'm following along in the direction they went, so I can keep up, but like I'm nowhere near him.
Okay. You find the opportunity as you're watching him, because he doesn't pay you any mind. Actually, roll me a bluff check.
Okay.
Or a deception. I suppose a deception check would be better in this case. Give me a deception.
He didn't see nothing.
You didn't see anything. All right. He doesn't actually see anything, but the moment that he runs past a load of crates, suddenly he just gets shoved hard off from the left, and he goes tumbling into these crates to the right, and he's shouting. He's like, "Guards, guards to me!" And he just hits the ground and instantly is down, and he's not moving, and he's groaning and trying to pull himself out of the bits. You see that there are two guards that are making their way down this alleyway here, and you see another one right here at the end of the alleyway start moving to the left of it. So he's running down this way. And that's where you're at. That's what you get.
So they are running the opposite direction.
Yeah, so one of them or two of them are running towards where, like right around here, and then one of them is moving this way. You know what? Do I have tokens? Get some tokens.
While you're looking for those, as I'm running, I'm trying to look for like any clothes that might be out drying or
Okay,
something that I can grab to
I
kind of
like
cloak
it.
myself, or some fabrics.
Okay, sure.
Whoa, what are those?
Guards.
You need a
Oh, okay.
cowl.
Oh, okay. They look like some kind of weird bird at the distance that I
Oh,
was
okay.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
fair.
I agree.
yeah,
They're ringed
I
guards.
had to
They
zoom
kind of
in.
look like Strix a little bit.
I had to zoom in to see that they actually were humanoid. I was like, what the hell are those? What are those?
What are those? Hey, Rick. Hey,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Look, don't hate me because I'm truthful.
Yeah, I feel it though. This is what I live for. All right. Moving over to Rizwin and Adam. You don't hear this commotion behind you, but it's coming soon. However, you're moving down the way, and the people begin to more increase. The number of people are increasing about you, and you are seeing that there is a platform about 7 feet off the ground. It's wooden, built up, and at the top of it, you can see that there are gallows on another platform up top of that. So it's a large, like rectangular
Ooh.
wooden platform, and then on top of that is a wooden platform, another 5 feet or so, that stands in contrast to the rest of the area about you. That is a set of gallows. There's three nooses hanging from up there. No bodies. However, around the base of the platform are multiple stocks, and in these stocks, there are two that are occupied out of the five, and those two are being held by two persons that are being held there, and they have a lot of wounds and bruises and look to be having been beat the shit out of. Uh,
Oh.
with and they have on top of their heads, um, there is a almost Riz, when you're getting close enough to see this, and Adam, you trail behind her just enough to come up as she stops and looks upon this, and there are donkey heads on top of these people that are strapped onto them.
Now,
They
when you
are
say donkey heads, are we
they
talking like
are
paper mache, dude?
no, I'm
No?
talking full skin, still bloody,
The
crusted blood
fucking
that
fuck?
are hanging off of their heads.
Okay,
Around their necks, they have signs that read the crimes that they committed. One
is
of which
there a law enforcement officer like directing this, or is this like can I roll to see if there's somebody in charge here?
sure. Yeah,
Okay, what do you want? You want like an insight? You want like a perception? What are you thinking?
give me a investigation check.
Investigation.
Give me an investigation.
I just so happen to be trained in that. Not a great roll though. An 11.
An
Wait,
11.
what?
Okay.
Hold. I have a +2. I don't know why it just rolled that flat.
Sure.
That should
Sure
not
you
have
do.
been.
Sure you do. Sure. It's fine. Don't worry about it. No, I believe you. With an 11, you manage to see that there is a guard, similar to the one that you have seen before at the front. They're wearing kind of the same uniform and garb, and he's standing over, crossed his arms, and he's scanning the crowd before you. And he turns back and like before you can even approach him, he turns back and he one of the persons that's that's in the stocks here, the head of the donkey is chained up and begins to cry, and he turns around and hits the donkey head, and you hear a muffled, sharp cry of pain as he goes, "Shut up! No one heard it out of you, you stealing sack of shit." And he'll turn back and look at the crowd as you approach him. You look like you're real short there. Yeah, what do you want? He'll look towards you, Rizwin.
This thief has been sentenced to death.
Oh no! Death. You must be new around here. Yeah. Hey. No. They just take the time in the stocks, and if they make it out, they make it home. More or less.
This
I mean, it
city
could
is
be
ahead of
bad.
the game.
Now that I think about it. Hey, Frankie. And another guard looks over and goes, "Yeah, what?" And he goes, "Is this one scheduled to get hanged?" No, that one, no. Too bad, too. I gotta say, I'd rather see him hang, swinging from the vine. But no, that one is no, that one's in there for another 4 days. I think it's 4 days, right? Hey, and the one guard that you're standing next to, Rizwin, will smack the donkey head of the prisoner that cried out in pain and go, "Hey, you here for another 4 days, right? You'll be fine. I think it's what he's been in here for 2, yeah, 2 or 3, whatever. Yeah, hopefully we won't forget. Yeah, so they ain't scheduled for death, but they'll you know, all guards are from Jersey. It's just easier this way."
Wow.
Um,
God.
Rizwin will just kind of look at the donkey people and shake her head sadly, and she'll say, "Well then, I suppose you better get on with it." And she'll say, "Can you please direct me? I'm heading towards the church. What's the fastest way there?"
Oh, down the road here, but if you get lost, it ain't my fault. And try and stay out of trouble, huh? You don't want to end up like this woman here. She's a sack of shit, and I'd hate to see you up here being a sack of shit too.
No worries. I will be careful. And Rizwin will follow whichever road he pointed to.
He'll point down this road here.
All right. She'll head along.
Adam, do you do anything during this exchange at all?
I mean, I am definitely, well, I mean, just because of my nature, I have my hood over my head, and I'm trying to not draw any attention to myself. So I would look at the plight of these people in the stocks, and I definitely don't feel good about it because it seems a bit, I don't know, too harsh of a punishment for the crime. But I would just kind of hang my head and like in disgust a little bit to myself, but try not to display anything that anyone would notice, and I just follow behind Rizwan.
Okay.
I wouldn't have said anything.
Okay.
I'd say something after we pass the guards and me and Rizwan are walking. I'd be like, "Oh, it's a shame for those in the stocks there. Seems pretty harsh." And then keep walking.
Okay. Kedlar, Blade, and Henry, Irina is going to keep moving through. There's a little bit of commotion behind you, but nothing that you haven't heard before.
It's a city.
It's a city.
Yep.
They built this city.
Business
rock
as
and
usual.
roll.
Yeah, on rock and roll. The cry of a child is heard. Um,
Ugh.
let's see here. You make it up
About there?
to. You see that there is around here. There is an inn. There's an inn right here, and
You make it
and it
to a
looks warm
crossroads.
and yeah, it looks warm and welcoming. There's a sign out front that says "Friends are welcome." Uh, and it swings lightly in the wind as rain begins to start falling from the sky.
But the sign was written in Elvish and we can't read it, so
No,
I
no,
can read it.
it's not that
I
fancy.
actually would be able to read it. Actually,
Henry,
of anyone who could read it, it would be me. So
Henry, are you half elf?
yeah,
Okay,
I would have said
so is Kedlar.
Bella.
um, okay. You three make it to about there. I'm gonna move you up, doing the thing, the moving. And there is an inn that it's a larger two-story wooden building with stone foundation, sagging tile roof, and there are ravens that are upon it. And they look to be quickly glancing around. And there is a painted wooden sign alongside the "Friends are welcome," and it depicts a blue waterfall.
I'm going to guess that the name of this inn is Waterfall Inn or um something of that sort.
Can I read it?
Well, the
Uh,
sign says all friends are welcome. That's not the name of the Surely that's not the name of the inn. All friends are welcome in. I mean, I guess it kind of works. It is a little snappy. Um but let's not get distracted at this moment. Let's continue on.
Indeed.
Yes.
Come along, Irina.
oh, are we? Yeah, sure.
We can come back here if we
The,
must.
the the church is up ahead, isn't it?
Yes, still ahead. Yes, continuing on.
Wonderful. I'm excited to see this.
No,
church.
this way,
So
Irina.
much fun. Yeah, I'm just.
I
Moving
know
her
you.
because-
I know. I know.
Yeah. So she'll be guided through the streets as you guys are making their way
Downtown.
downtown, walking fast. Chuffy and Luca. I don't know if Luca's back or not. Chuffy, you are running. I mean, just running as you hear the footfalls of guards behind you and people yelling for you to stop.
Mhm.
You know, and roll me a perception check as you're bolting forward and dodging in and out of groups of people, trying to stay one step ahead. All right.
Not bad.
You notice that there is a small boy. Can't be more than like 9 or so, and he is standing about right here, and he's waving at you to come down this alleyway. Maybe about here, because that's an alleyway. So he's waving you through, and he's standing between two buildings, and he's like waving you over, like come on, come on, come on, and he's looking directly at you.
And I see him.
Yeah.
I go towards him.
Okay. So as you're running, you make your way, and you're running along, and you hang a corner real tight, and you watch him run forward as he disappears around the corner of the building going to the left, and you follow him along, and you hang the corner to the left, and you lose sight of him for a moment until you realize that he's inside the building, and he like grabs at your cloak and like pulls you inside, and he's 9, so it's not like it's a hard pull, but
It's like a sleight of hand pull.
yeah, he kind of grabs your cloak and yanks you back, and he's like, "In here, come here."
Okay. Yep. I let him pull me in.
Okay. If Luca, are you here with us? Are you here? Are you
Are
close?
you young or are you old?
Are you French? Are you friendly?
Are you Mi amo español?
Just don't start cussing at him.
Luca, get the
Just-
fuck out of here.
Luca, did somebody hurt you?
Can you write me my book, please?
Can you read my book?
Can you
Can you give
take a
us a
seat
sign?
right over? Can you take a seat right over there?
Can you give us a sign?
Blow out my candle.
Give us a sign. Can you knock on the window? Assuming that Luca comes down the path too, he will try and redirect the guards away from you. Let's do this, and then this, and then one of these.
One of
Sorry.
these.
And one of these, the guards all run down the path past the building here, and you hear them, the footfalls and outside through the muck and the mud as they bolt their way through the streets yelling. And you're inside almost you realize, Chuffy, a chicken coop as feathers and shit just start raining down from the place getting kind of moved about, and you see the young boy, and he's holding up his hood over his head, and he's smirking real big, and he goes, "You must be new in town."
I look at him like, obviously.
Hey, listen, I figure I can help you out a bit. I don't want to brag or nothing, but I'm kind of a big deal.
What makes you think you can help me out?
Well, you're new in town. You don't know what's going on, and I do. So that puts me in a position where I can help you out.
You do.
So, anyway, are you looking to stay somewhere? Because I might have a place where you can stay.
I got it covered.
You got it covered?
Do you have
Obviously.
some place you can stay?
Yeah.
All right.
It's my parents own the inn in town. But you look like look like no one that I've met before. Hey, so here's a question. Are you? Aw, bye, Matt. We'll miss you.
Hi, Matt.
It was great having you.
Bye.
Bye, Matt.
See you later. We love you.
We miss you already.
The feels.
The feels. Um. There you go. That's the feels. Um. Ella, listen. You look like no one that I've met before, and realistically, I think you might have some information that I could probably use. So
Believe me, I got lots of that.
I'm sure you do. Hey, why don't you come on over to the inn in town, and we'll get something going for you. How's that sound?
Drinks on you?
Listen, man, I'm 9. I can't help with that. But I know someone who can, and that's my dad. So we just need to meet my dad before my mom, because my mom, it probably won't necessarily. You know what? You get the feel for it. Come on. And he'll kind of move around you and peer out the door really quick, and then move outside and wave you forward.
I'll follow him.
Okay. Moving back to.
Oh, actually, before we do that, did the guards get a good look at me?
No. They saw your hood, and they saw that you were covered in muck.
Okay. I
At
as
least
much
that's
as I
what you
can, I
assume.
try to shake off all of the mud on my clothes. And then I'll follow him.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna assume Luca is with you, or at least he's at the crossroads here, redirecting, making sure that the guards aren't doubling back. And do you grab Luca before you head out?
So as we go out into the street, do I see Luca?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I grab him.
Okay. All right. Rizwin and Adam. So Adam, you're the pair of these two
Yep.
here.
Oh yeah.
About this time you see the rest of the group up here as they're making their way through. They're taking their time through the walking, and so you're able to kind of catch
Yeah,
up.
we meet back up with the party.
Yeah, you take the low
Yo,
road and I take the high road,
that's right.
Loch Lomond or some shit. Anyway, so you're passing by the inn here, and Henry, Kedlar, and Blade and Irina are all with you. So, and there you go. Blade, Henry, and Kedlar, you managed to see Adam and Rizwin making their way back to the group. Luca and Chuffy are missing. And
Well,
I would point out the inn to the two that just joined us and say, I believe we found our lodging for the evening. However, we should press on to the church.
and I'll be like, should we secure our rooms for the evening?
We should press on
It
to the
is a
church.
festival. There is a festival they could
In 3 days.
look up. I don't know when people get here for this, but I suppose
we shall be fine. Pressing on.
okay. Pressing on.
Keep going.
pressing on. All right.
Off to church.
Some. Head off to church.
It is Easter Monday after all.
It is.
So which god died and resurrected 3 days later? Just wondering.
For the fans.
The one
Yeah.
true.
The one true. Yeah. Yahweh, that bro.
Yahweh.
So you all are making your way down the path. I'm just moving y'all at wholesale as a group.
Yup.
Luca and Chuffy, you're through back alleys and between buildings and things. Roll me a stealth check as you do, Chuffy.
GG.
Hot and spicy. So you manage to, you're about to run and realize that one of the guards is standing at the corner of one of the buildings, and you dodge just nimbly out of the way and stay real quiet as you sneak behind the building, running through gardens and chicken coops and various laundry.
Sorry, can I choose to just walk normally past the guard? I want to test to see if he notices me.
Absolutely. And so happens that there's another guard that's coming up along your path. So
Okay.
the kid like walks out in front and looks at the guard, and he scoots off to the right to walk behind one of the buildings and avoid the guard. And he sees that you're continuing to walk forward, and he's like, come on, make hand gestures and all that kind of jazz, trying to get you off the road.
I just kind of very slight wave my hand at him.
Okay. And he'll, exasperated, just like throw up his hands in the air and, cover his face and, man, kind of thing, as you walk past the guard. Give me a deception check.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. Guard looks at you and he's like, "Fuck's wrong with you? Get moving."
Sorry.
As
I
you're
just
looking
can't
right at him.
Sorry, sir. And I keep walking.
And so you walk past him and nothing happens.
Sweet.
Okay. So after I walk past him, then I circle back to the kid.
Okay.
And I tell
Are
him,
you stupid?
"What are you so concerned about? They didn't see me.
Do
They
you want
don't
to
know.
end up in the stocks?
They never got a good look at me. They can't identify who I am. I just wanted to verify that."
Are you? You must be the most dense person that I've ever met in my life. You have to be. You have to be.
Probably.
I gotta.
You know, I figure at this point, I lost the guards once, I can lose them again. And if they didn't recognize me, then I'm free to walk around.
You just. You know what? All right. Well, come on. We gotta. Come on. We gotta get in the end. Come on. And he'll
All right.
he'll keep pulling you along towards the end.
Okay.
Back to the other group. You make your way over. So the buildings begin to thin out, and less homes and more businesses and stables, storage, things of that nature over here. And up ahead, you see a church. There are several children that are running around in the street ahead of you, though. So Henry, Adam, Ketlar, and Blade.
Sorry, say that one more time. Sorry, I was
Hmm?
paying attention to something else.
Not a problem. You all make your way over here.
Yep.
The buildings begin thinning out. You
Yep.
see a church.
Got it.
And there are several children playing in the street.
Okay.
Right around here.
Are they blocking the street? Like we wouldn't be able to advance past them to get to the church, or could we sidle around them?
Nah, you can move around them. It's not like they're human blocking the street. They're just in the street.
Okay, cool. I'd be like, "Hello, children. Excuse us, please," and would go around through
Okay.
around them to get to the front door of said church.
Okay.
Church.
Across. So this above the church,
Yep.
or the entryway to the church, you see that there is in large bold lettering St. Andrew's Church, and and behind you, as you walked up and saw the children kind of glance about, you see that there is in writing across a less impressive piece of wood. It says St. Andrew's Orphanage.
I see. Very well.
Just as a side note, for those that don't recall, you were given a quest by the lovely ladies in the windmill to deliver a letter to the St. Andrew's Orphanage.
I believe we have that in our Oh, no, that was from the death house. Never mind.
Actually, if I remember right, I think doesn't Jason's character have that?
Yeah,
in his
it was given to
Chuffy has it.
Chuffy.
Oh, it's Chuffy? Okay.
Oh, you
Yeah,
talk about the
Chuffy
letter?
has it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have that, and no one knows that I have that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, St. Andrew's Orphanage is right here across the street from the church.
I wonder if the chaotic person will actually do that quest.
We shall see.
Only time will tell.
Yep, only time will tell.
Alright, so we get to the church.
Get to the church.
Did we get her to the
Okay,
church
get her
on
in
time?
there.
Everybody dead.
And then
I mean, I wouldn't be
everybody-
shocked.
and
I
then
wouldn't either.
everyone died.
TPK, let's go!
Let's fucking go. You enter into the church, and it's a church. You walk in, and it looks very similar to the church that you saw in the village of Barovia. So not too crazy. Yeah, it's pretty basic of a church.
Your plain general all-purpose
Pretty general
church.
Yep.
Whoa!
What
That
the
was the
heck
wrong
was
thing.
I was
Clicked
gonna
the
say,
wrong thing.
oh, I'm sorry, guys. I stepped on a goose.
Sorry about that. So you move your way into the church, and
Get me to the church on time.
you so Chuffy and Luca, you will not be included in this.
Fine. I want me here anyway.
Luca, were you here while I was describing things for what was
For what
happening?
I was doing, or for what they were doing?
What you were doing.
No, I like when I said we're all dead. Is when I got back.
Okay.
You're dead. They're all dead.
You make your way over to the inn, helped by a small child. He's about 9 years old. Chuffy was able to get off the street because of him, and he pulled you in and away from, or pulled Chuffy away from the guards. You distracted the guards and were able to kind of motion them off. Chuffy was able to grab you afterwards, and you and Chuffy and the small child are making your way over to the inn, which is right here.
Nice.
I also verify that the guards do not recognize me.
You mean you verify?
You walked past one and it didn't say anything to him.
Mhm.
Okay. Probably should conceal you still a little bit.
As far as Chuffy is concerned, like none of the guards in the city know.
All right.
Hey, Alex.
Yo.
I got one question, actually. Of it's actually more of just a general question of us as we've been walking through the city. Does it seem like the normal hustle and bustle of a city with like a big event coming? Like people are like preparing and getting ready for something, or does it seem like, I don't know, something that people aren't looking forward to is going to happen? I'm kind of trying to gauge like the mood of the city right now.
Give me an investigation roll.
Okay. That is a bad one. That is a 2.
Okay.
I
They're
can't tell.
ecstatic.
As you're moving through the city, you see a person, and they're hanging up a poster for the event coming up. And it says the Feast of St. Andrews.
Okay. Does it just say Feast of St. Andrews?
Or I'm sorry, the Feast of the Blazing Sun. I apologize.
Oh.
I read Feast of St. Andrews because I was looking at St. Andrews Orphanage.
Yes.
No,
Feast
it's
of
the
the Blazing
Festival of the Blazing Sun.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, that's
And yeah.
It was.
Jeez.
It's a festival.
Scene change. Just kidding.
So,
Okay.
you approach this gentleman as he's hanging up a poster.
Yeah. And I'd just be like, "Excuse me, I'm new in town. What is this festival I keep hearing about?"
Good day. Good day to you, sir. Good day.
Yep.
And he goes back to hanging up the poster.
The fuck?
Okay. I'm gonna take the hint and not talk to him anymore. And does the poster say anything else other than talking about the festival or saying that there is one?
No. It says that there is a festival.
And it's Festival of the Blazing Sun.
Festival of the Blazing Sun. Yes. It also
Pie eating contest at noon. I don't know. I don't know what
More or
happens
less.
at this place.
It also it states at the bottom, the one
Oh,
thing
what?
that is interesting as he's hanging it up is it has a picture of a sun, almost baroque looking, with a wide smile on it, and it's almost a little too perfect in a way. But it at the bottom is what catches your eye, because it states that there's a time and day on it, but at the bottom in bold letters It states attendance is required.
Oh. Now that is an interesting kind of festival. All right.
Doesn't seem very
I think
festive of a festival.
no. All right. Well, I'm gonna take that little bit of information back to the party.
Okay.
Just be like, hey, guys, if we are here in 3 days when this festival of the blazing sun happens, that sign there says that attendance is required. Never heard of a festival where you're required to attend.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And a little disconcerting, if I be honest.
Agreed.
So, just to pull you all over to St. Andrew's Church.
We're not there.
No, but you're here in spirit.
You're dead. Your spirit's in the church. No.
Lucas' spirit says, "Man, Adam sounds a lot like my friend Kyle."
All right.
And he's equally handsome and equally smart.
That's
So-
definitely not my friend Kyle.
Oh, I was gonna say. Oh, it looks like the church's doors were open.
They are open. They're open to all. The
Oh, they're
the
welcome
church is
here.
I'm
Yeah,
really not here. It's a black screen.
Yeah. Oh. Really?
For me, it is.
Yeah, his tokens I just probably can't see anything.
Now I can see.
Okay. You can't do anything with your tokens, but you're here in just to observe.
In spirit.
And in truth.
You notice that the church is mostly well kept. Its stonework is nice and polished. It definitely has some great care given to it. The wooden structure that sits atop it is fairly well kept wood as well. Nothing seems out of place at this locale, as opposed to some of the buildings that you've come across in Barovia are run down. This one is fairly well kept up.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, I guess. Do we knock? Do we just walk in like we own the place?
There is a wrought iron fence that encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church. But beyond that, it's a fairly well kept church.
Wait a minute. A garden of gravestones.
Yep.
Are they planting corpses? What's gonna grow
I mean,
from
technically, don't we
those?
plant all corpses?
Yep.
Technically.
I mean, technically,
Like
yes.
a bulb. Like a bulb. Whole.
Just waiting for them all to
Waiting for it
flourish
to
into zombies.
Yeah, waiting for it to sprout.
Yeah, and the zombie apocalypse to begin.
So I'm getting cremated. I don't want it. I don't
Better
want.
than getting pre-mated.
Oh man.
You don't want you don't want some teenager in the future who's got like a leather jacket and a baseball bat to hit your walking shambling
Nope.
corpse.
Nope.
Listen, I want to be able to be like Sandman coming back and
Hell
haunting
yeah.
people that way.
Nice, nice.
Enter Sandman.
Yeah. At least I have a tune.
All right. So we're gonna continue moving into the church and probably stop for the night.
Yep.
Cause I know I'm tired.
As you enter into the
I want to
church,
see this place.
It is not broken down the same way that the
Oh, okay.
map
I was
is,
like,
because that's
what?
inside is a very well kept area. There are a
Exactly
couple of
opposite
priests.
of what this is.
Yeah, there's a couple priests that are moving about, and they bid you welcome as they continue on to their tasks. In Around the front, though, you see that there is a large placard that reads "The Resting Place of Saint Andrew," and the it's a stone sarcophagus that sits atop it. Um, that has, it has candles atop it and books and things of holy books and things of that nature. On either side of the walkway that you're walking into, you see that there are doors that are what you would assume are side rooms to um, the main area that you would gather for worship or for a speaking. And um, you have officially made it to the Church of St. Andrews. You have completed your task for Irina's safety.
Most of the party.
Uh huh.
What, you don't believe me?
Campaign end.
Yep, and
Oh, that's it. Okay, great.
Sweet.
Strahd is now done.
Time to go to bed. Just kidding.
Curse of Strudels.
I mean, honestly, I am kind of falling asleep at my desk right now, so.
No, it's all
Oh,
good.
man.
This is a good stopping point. I just wanted to see something.
Okay. Roll for initiative. Just kidding.
No, not quite that.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that will be coming soon, I take it.
Not quite yet.
Always.
In 2 weeks.
Or 4, depending on how well we RP the next
Yeah.
I was
just
drinking,
saying.
Kyle. I was drinking. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
That's
Hopefully it
fantastic.
wasn't anything carbonated.
No, just water. Just water.
Oh. See, now you're awake. See, you're welcome.
I had to get my third. I had to get my third 32. I had to get my third 30-ounce jar of water in today.
Nice. That's good. I did not drink enough water today. I'm
Yep.
gonna have a nice big glass before I go to bed.
All right. I did check, and you guys are not close to
Ah,
leveling
dang.
yet. So, but
Not
you
yet.
have gotten Irina to the destination that you said you would.
All right.
Congratulations.
Now we're gonna dump her and get the hell out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
The next time we meet in 2 weeks, it'll be May 2nd. We can see about meeting in person. Otherwise, we'll meet online again. And most of the group will be here. Luca and Chuffy will be at the inn, and we will go from there.
Sweet.
Yeah. I mean, as of right now, I can say right now, as long as nothing else changes, I could meet in person. I mean, I could have tonight, but it just was easier because I had that dentist appointment at, 6. So.
Yep.
But yeah, but I
We'll
can,
post
depending
online
on
and
everyone
such.
else.
All right.
Yeah, we'll post online and such.
Bye,
As
stream.
for